Good morning, Kenyans. My name is Owen Baya and MP for Kilifi North. I would like to make the following proposals regarding staying at home and COVID-19 and the coronavirus. Fellow Kenyans, the Great Depression and thereafter the following economic recession that happened in the United States happened because economies were starved of money and the government did not care so much about its people. Going forward, in terms of handling the COVID-19 and the raft of proposal that government has given in terms of staying at home, one of the things that is likely to happen is that we're likely to get into an economic recession as a country because the economy is being starved of money and circulation of money. One of the things that I would like to propose is that we must have a situation where we still keep money in circulation in businesses and to sustain businesses as well as sustain families. One way of doing so is to ensure that we provide food stamps for the rural poor and the urban poor. This way, we can cushion the families and also to ensure that the businesses go on. This government has what we call Huduma number data. The Huduma number data has every person's telephone number, his economic status and social status. So what the government needs to do is to send a food stamp to every person for which they have judged as urban poor or rural poor. And this electronic food stamp should consist of 3 packets of unga, 2 kilograms of beans or pojo, and 1 liter of cooking oil. These items can be collected from an outlet, either a cereals outlet or a shop or a wholesaler or the National Cereals Board depots that we have in this country. So when a Kenyan receives this food stamp on his phone, he walks into this shop, he gets the items, and the shop owner, the outlet, scans the number and takes the data and keeps it in its records for a refund by government, or on the same, either through the tax refunds or tax deductions, or direct deposit of money into the account to pay for that, so that families are kept, are sustained, and also businesses are sustained through the deferred payment method. 2 is to give food subsidy for families that do not qualify for food stamps. This means therefore that a family can walk into a supermarket, shop at half price, and government refunds the other half and pays on behalf of the Kenyan, the other half, specifically for food items only. The third proposal that I would like to make is that on school fees. You know, right now, because there's no circulation of money and parents are not working, when schools open or reopen, there'll be a huge deficit of balances on fees. And therefore, I would request government to double the capitation per student in the schools, to waive off the first term fees, and also provide another capitation, double capitation again in the second term, to ensure that schools are kept afloat. Otherwise, if this is not done, schools will suffer huge fee balances. To ensure that no huge fees balances, government should do that. This is because government has received a lot of money from central bank on the demonetization, which was said to have come from the demonetization. And secondly, there's a lot of money that will come from the World Bank and Bretton Woods institutions into the country to ensure that this money actually gets to the person, the last person, to the people of Kenya, is to ensure that these 3 methods that I have suggested actually are utilized. The third one is on the tax, the salary cuts that we are seeing people taking. The president has taken a salary cut, plus his cabinet, and many others. I've seen the governor of Mombasa taking a salary cut, and the speakers of the parliament have done that. And probably members of parliament will also do that. But again, we do not want this to be used as a PR exercise like it used to happen before. Therefore, what we are asking is that what I'm asking is that a special account be opened, and all this money that has been sent is actually sent there and declared, so that we know how much money is in that fund. And when that is done, then any other person who wants to, including members of parliament, to make contributions or take salary cuts, that money should be channeled direct to that account. And this money can be used to pay off the food stamps or the food subsidy or school fees. for every Kenyan child who is going to our public school. This way, therefore, will ensure that our businesses are not starved of money, and therefore we avoid an economic recession, and families that are staying at home and they cannot go to work have food, and also to sustain this economy that we have. This way, we will ensure that it's a win-win situation. When we obey the government on its ways, in its conditionalities, we also have our people not starving at home. This, I make proposal not only here on video, but also I'm writing to the Speaker of the National Assembly to reconvene Parliament to ensure that we pass these proposals. Thank you very much.